Alright, Hippykillerz here for yet another vid. I made one, what? I think it's a week. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that one. But I'm here today because there's been something that's been on my mind for quite some time now. And really it's got to do with all the great wrestlers, really, of all time. You know, like the Hogans and the Austins and the Rocks and all that. Now, I was watching WrestleMania, what was it? It was one of the early ones, you know, where Hogan's the champ for like 8 consecutive WrestleManias in a row or something like that. He was in the main event or whatever. I was watching that, one of them, and it was WrestleMania 8 actually. And the WWF Championship match was Macho Man vs Ric Flair. And it got me thinking, Ric Flair's possibly had some of the greatest challenges to a world title there's ever been. Right? Because you look back, not just in the WWF, but go all the way back to the NWA. I was going to say NWF, I don't know why. You got feuding with Harley Race, Terry Funk, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Magnum TA, Dusty Rhodes, Sting. Who else? There's loads more. Really great people, really great faces. And then you look back at Hogan's reign, his first one. Who can you say is great out of that? Roddy and Andre, the only ones that come to mind to me. There was Bundy, but he was crap, to be honest. He was crap. You see, it got me thinking, was Hulk Hogan a really good champion, to be honest? Yes, he could draw the merchandise, and yes, he could draw the crowds and the money and everything, but wrestling-wise, if you take all the money aspects out of it, was he a good champion? Did he entertain you? I don't think he did. The heels were more entertaining. Like Roddy Piper would cut amazing promos like, "Oh, I'm gonna beat Mr. T," and all of that, and I'm gonna pop Cindy Lauper right in the face. And you had Andre the Giant with Bobby Heenan with him. Like, Andre'd never been pinned in, 15 years or something like that. And there's Bobby Heenan go, "You will not beat this man at WrestleMania 3, Hogan. There is no chance." No chance in hell, damn it. No, Vince not there. Well, he was, but he sounded like this. Sorry, I'm in a weird mood today. I mean, look at my hair. Weird. So, was Hogan a good champ in the first ring? And then you look at Ric Flair, compare that to Ric Flair, right? Ric Flair was the heel for the majority of his career. And the faces were elevated because of Flair. It's like JR said on the Horseman DVD. The hero is only as good as the villain. And Hogan didn't have that, really. Yes, he had it for Roddy Piper. Andre, sort of. And then it got me thinking about all the other great champions there have been in wrestling. Bruno Sammartino, who did he have? He had Superstar Billy Graham. I think that was it. You know, you would have Superstar come out, "I'm the greatest, I'm the champion, I'm the ultimate," all that. He was brilliant. He's very underrated in my opinion. So, and then you had Billy Graham. I remember he had an amazing feud with Dusty Rhodes. It wasn't like amazing feud, it just had a couple of matches and the pro was excellent between the two. You see? And then you have Austin, who had The Undertaker. This is his first reign. Undertaker, Kane, Dude Love. That's just a few. If you carry on through entire Austin's reigns, you got Angle, Rock, H. I don't know. And then Bret Hart. Right? Bret Hart. This is what confuses me. I'm not a Bret Hart fan personally. I do enjoy his wrestling. But it's just, he's the original John Cena in my book. He's just bum, bum, bum. Same move, same pattern, every match. That's just me. I'm not sure if everyone else agrees with it. Probably not. But Bret Hart, who can you say he had a good feud with? Shawn and Owen. Those are the only two. Out of 5 title reigns, only 2 stand out? What? That baffles me. Baffles me. Austin had 3, in my opinion, in his first reign. Figure that one out. And then it got me thinking of Cena. And this is why I think Cena is booed mostly nowadays. Right? Cena was a heel. And he was very over with the crowd. The people started getting behind him, so they decided to change to a face. And then they did nothing. They put him with feuds with people that you actually wanted to win the title. Like Angle, Jericho, who else? Shawn, Triple H, all them guys. So you were rooting for them because you couldn't give a toss about Cena because he wasn't the rapper anymore. He was like this merchandise guy. You know, he was this corporate, I believe. Sorry. Jaffa cake again. I'm going to talk with my mouth full, I don't care. So you got that. And then when Cena is the better man, you put him against people no one gives a toss about. Umaga. He's a good wrestler, but no one cares about him. Great Khali. JBL. Big Show. It's like, oh. You go back to Hogan's era. Look at the heels. Look at the people Hogan was against. They made you give a shit about them. Roddy Piper. Andre the Giant. Ultimate Warrior. Macho Man. Sergeant Slaughter. Sid. And that's where WWEF, whatever the hell you want to call it, WWA, WWZ, whatever you want to call them these days, that's where I think they've lost the ability to make the fans care. Not about the product, not about the wrestling, but the wrestlers themselves. And considering it's a wrestling company, and those are the people going out every night and wrestling, those are your key focal point. It is wrestling, apparently. And you can't even get the fans to care about it. No wonder you're losing buy rates and what have you. Ratings. God. I don't know, it's just me giving a little rant. Put your comments down here. Rate, comment, subscribe. Well, actually, it's down there, isn't it? Subscribe. And this is Hippykillerz signing out. Drinking tea.